Hey, welcome to the Dungeon Junkies Dungeons and Dragons podcast. My name is Alex, and I play Yunaria. Alessandro plays Valmore. Eli plays Mogul. Nick plays Juniper. And Henry plays Gavin. And of course, our wonderful DM, Kenny. Let's play some fucking D&D.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I want to do a perception check on the entrance to the church. I want to, see if there's any lights or candles or if anybody's. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice. What are you checking for? See if anybody's in the church.
I want to see if anybody's inside the church, if there's any candles on. Is it very active at this time of night? Because, what do I see?
So, you do see that sign again on the door. That same sign that you saw on the altar.
Okay.
Did you walk... Are you asking for, like, around the church, or have you already, like, walked inside?
No,
I'm assuming you're walking inside while you're trying to see...
Yeah, so
see?
I'm...
Sorry, I had to make sure.
No, you're cool. So, yeah, I'm wanting to, like, see if there's any, like, are there any windows or anything like that in the church?
It looks like it's just one...
Does it look empty?
It looks like a solid room.
Okay.
It's just one solid... Like, it's just a stone-built church. It's not big. It's like I said earlier. It's not big. It looks like it's one room from the outside. But nothing weird about it. It's the same way you left it. It's still dark. It's still dark outside as well.
So I'd like to make a perception check to see if there are any markings on the ground, any tracks.
Me
I guess,
too.
So.
I mean, that's my shit. I'm a ranger.
Okay.
So I'm like up in there checking, see if there's drag marks or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natty 20.
Oh. You just see one... You just see one solid track mark. You see one solid track mark on the ground.
So I got a 5.
Okay, you look around and you don't even know what you're looking for.
I got nothing.
you didn't see shit. Now Gavin, on the other hand, looks down and he sees one solid track on the ground, leading. So we'll just assume that it's basically a dirt path in front of the church, so it's pretty easy to spot. It's just one track.
I'm just gonna follow it.
And it's going right. Sorry, let me clarify this. It's one track coming from the church door. There's no footprints around it except for your guys's, but all the tracks are leading
into the church,
back into that. Like
someone
it's just
dragged
one
the body
solid
back.
track mark. Well, you would assume that.
Okay,
I would assume.
So, hey, Gavin, I have an idea.
I'll look up from the
Before we go in there and, potentially run into some issues, in my travels, I have become accustomed to performance, and I have a couple of different costumes on me right now. What we could do is dress me up like a priest, and I can bring you two in with me to go pray at the altar. Because I think that there's something in there, and that the answer to what we're looking for is going to be in this church.
Well,
let me tell you this real quick. That mark that you've seen twice.
mm-hmm.
I had to clarify this because I didn't add this in, but it's painted on. It's like it's not like a permanent marking. It's not etched in. It's basically like it's somehow painted onto these things, which I should have mentioned first. So I'm sorry about that.
Is it like on the door or above
it
the
is
door?
on the door?
Okay.
It's on the door.
So, because what I was gonna part of the reason why I wanted to go into the altar was for that symbol, because I was going to take some of my chalk and that love letter I have and scribbled over it, so we would have a copy of it. But if it's on the side of if it's on that door really quick, I'm going to go ahead and on this, I have a love letter, and there's a little blank spot in the bottom right-hand corner. And I'm going to go ahead and etch that symbol into that love letter. It's just so I have it for safekeeping.
Okay, so you're gonna etch the symbol.
Yeah.
Nothing else? Are you real quick, Gavin, are you going into the church?
No, when he says that, I'm going to go, if the cat gets the druid, and I go in with you, come in as backup, yeah?
Well, I'm following the bard wherever he goes.
Then I'll get the druid.
That sounds alright.
Alright.
So, at this point, I would start wondering where the hell everyone is. And I'm kind of just at the entrance of the bar. So, start walking towards where the church would be.
And I guess while they go inside, I'll go back to get him. So
And
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's assume you're all back at the door of the church.
Are they going to wait for us? Are y'all going to wait for us? Or y'all going to go in?
Yeah, are you going to go in?
So while they're getting him, I need to get dressed up.
Yeah, okay.
So,
So nobody's going in?
No,
he's
not right
getting
now,
prepared.
because I'm getting prepared.
Okay.
He's grabbing...
And he's just watching, or she's
And
watching him dress.
I'm on guard.
Yeah, she's guarding.
How much time has passed?
So it's
It was an
half
hour
hour short rest. Let's say
It had to be an hour before we left.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we would interrupt the short rest.
Yeah, so it's been an hour
It's been
plus.
an hour plus.
Yeah, no,
30
it's been
minutes.
over an hour.
Yeah.
I was gonna say about an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's late. It's pretty late.
Okay.
Yeah, and well, that's why I want to go to the church
Very
at this
late.
time. 'Cause I don't...
Do I need to make a perception check to see if there's anything like watching us or
Yeah,
anything
can.
out there?
You can,
I
sure.
will do that then.
Ooh.
I got a 12.
Plus
Plus...
12.
24. That's amazing.
No.
Oh.
You don't think there's anybody watching you?
Okay. Cool.
You don't think so.
Good deal.
You are still focused on Juniper.
Yes.
Cool.
And that your focus isn't breaking. You thought about it for a second, and then you just went right back to Juniper.
Yeah.
So...
How could I possibly repay him?
Yeah, I don't know.
So I'm all dressed, and now I'm just waiting on them to show up so we can go over our plan.
Okay.
I guess exposition dump tell you what the plan is.
Well, first I see you, and I'm like, Gavin, he's not dead, is he?
He's gone.
Oh.
Tracks go back into the church.
Oh, okay.
The one with the hop is going to sneak in.
All right.
This way.
Let's go.
So we Okay, so y'all
I
walk
pick
back.
him up in my arms.
Alright.
Oh, what? You do that?
And you like Scooby Doo
Yeah. I probably
Yeah,
could.
you could. You
I
probably could.
could.
I'm
My
not gonna have you roll for that.
I'm not
Just pick
actually.
him up.
I'm not actually going to.
Okay.
But I just want to say I probably could. My strength is
You
decent.
brag. Roll a
Like,
brag
see a
check.
strength check. for
Brag
that.
check.
Brag check.
Brag check.
Brag check.
What's your charisma?
Shit. It's a 3.
You look at a fool.
Not a
I
good
say
brag
it, but I don't sound like I believe it.
Yeah. You're
Not-
actually a little disappointed with yourself for saying that.
Why did I
Not
fucking say
being
that?
true.
I sounded like an asshole.
So, we've gone over this before. It was a long time ago, but makeup-wise, it's pretty much like instant, right? We don't have to worry about time. Like, we assume
I think it
that
takes a few
in
minutes.
that 15 minutes,
Yeah,
let's say
exactly.
15 minutes, you
Yeah.
got your costume on, and it seems like y'all are right at the door of the church, so...
So I'm gonna go ahead and open up. So I'm walking in like this. So I'm kind of like I got a hood on and I'm like looking down and you're actually tucked around my arm.
Okay.
And so we're walking in and my head's down so I don't actually make eye contact with anybody.
Okay.
I'll roll with it.
So
I'm down.
You see him he kind of like gets up from he's back
Who
at his
gets up?
altar. So the priest is still there. So he's kind of back at his altar. You kind of see him get up from behind it, and he kind of just starts looking at you, and he sees you coming. I don't know if you noticed that or not.
Oh.
So the way that the disguise kit works is if he wants to make a check with it, I think it would be like a stealth, or maybe is performance a thing?
I have a stealth check.
You could. I think you could choose either stealth or performance, but in whatever it is, you also add an additional proficiency because you are proficient with the disguise kit. So you get an additional +2.
And I'm also proficient in stealth and performance, so I'm +5 too.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so just for the sake of, should we roll for that? Since we already kind of started.
If he's trying to trick him, he would.
Well,
have to,
all he has is a robe over his head. We still have.
No, he like full on put makeup so his face looks like a different face.
Because
so
I'm like a different person.
Okay.
Because
right.
I charmed him before. If he saw me, he would know that, because he knows that I charmed him. It's been passed him out.
Yeah.
So if he saw me in my normal state, he would know.
Yeah.
Who I am.
No, you're right.
And
You're
how
right.
it works.
He also has like little props, so he could put like a fake nose or some shit.
Just the Red Bull.
So on top of that, I would like to at least put my my hood up.
Okay. So you guys are walking in like normal then.
Yes.
I'm not walking.
Yeah.
Am I walking? I'm gonna not walk.
Have all of you walked in, or
Me,
just
me and the druid are staying outside.
They're outside.
Okay? So Lunaria's walking in, and Juniper's walking in.
Yeah.
He gets up from behind the altar. Again, he looks a little surprised that somebody's there so late. But he pays attention to you, and he's kind of just looking at both of you right now.
Okay. I walk up to the priest and I go, priest, if you don't mind a couple of minutes, I would like to sit down and pray, if that's okay.
You need to leave now.
Wait. He doesn't. He's trying to disguise himself as one of the.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
So he doesn't even care that you're one of them.
It's too late for anybody to be here right now. You need to leave. I'm sorry. We can't have you here right now.
So puzzled, I look at the priest and I go, but priest, aren't you the one who always tells us to draw closer to our Lord?
When did I ever say that?
You guys suck as a priest. He was saying goddamn earlier.
Yeah. No, I'm doing a very mean priest. No. He gets a little more pushy with his words. I told you to leave. Now.
Can I see through the windows what's going on? Pretty much.
There's one window but it's on the side of the church. So if you want to walk around,
I want to walk around to the side of the church.
So
you can hear either way. You can hear what's going on.
Yeah. So I would like to make a deception check. See, I would like to say, my child has just passed away. I would like to pray for him, please. And let me go ahead and make that check.
Okay.
I'm scoping around outside too, trying to get a peek. I'm naked somewhere.
That is a solid 5.
He's gonna fucking light you up.
He was just gonna deny you. Now he thinks you're a liar and he's gonna deny you.
Oh boy.
So he still doesn't change his stance at all. He doesn't care about your dying child.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He doesn't want you guys here. Still.
Okay.
So if I can make some kind of suggestion.
Well, it's fairly obvious to me that to me, because I natty 20 that shit, I fucking know they took the dwarf back in the church.
You know
right?
that. Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Here's what I'm trying to hint at.
Yeah, so can I get through the window?
You can get through the window.
Okay, I want to make a stealth check to try to open the window without the priest knowing.
Okay.
Alright. Is my stealth good? Oh, it's not bad. And that is a 19 to open the window.
Oh, you open it
Okay.
sneaky as shit.
And I get in.
Okay.
Okay. And can I sneak around to the altar? Do I need to make a separate stealth check for that? Or
No, I actually want you to make another
Okay,
one.
so making it a separate.
You can see he's
Yeah.
getting more forceful with his words. He's still telling you to get the fuck out.
But
He's
I'm in
getting
there.
aggressive.
They don't
now.
see me there.
He's he's focused
So while
on both of you. Let him make his stealth real quick.
One more stealth to get to the. I want to get to the back of the altar. That is a 18.
I like when you guys.
I want to.
My goodness.
So while he's sneaking around,
So he does not notice you at all.
I'm
He's
sneakier than the
still-
rogue.
He's still locked in.
Would I be able to see him going into the church from where I am on the other
Yeah,
side?
yeah.
I was gonna say I didn't tell you shit about what
No,
I
I
was
know,
doing.
because you did that, and I went the other way because I'm trying to get a look too, but on the other side.
Okay.
So now I see him in there, and now I'm thinking,
No window over there though. You're
window?
looking at a wall.
Yeah, he said there was only one window,
Oh.
and I went to it.
all right,
so while he's to keep the priest's attention on me when I see Gavin is moving in the back, right? And so, and
I'm like, giving a little wave.
and I like look at him with just one eye, and then I look back at the priest, and I go, Father, you're acting very strange. Isn't this a place of worship, and you're denying me and my sister?
Hey man, it takes all types. It takes all types.
Oh.
8.
Obviously.
What were you rolling?
Deception.
Oh, okay.
Deception.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Oh,
Bad
8
luck.
plus 8 plus 3 is 12.
He believes that more than the child being dead.
Yeah.
He's still.
And you're a cat.
I know. Totally not.
No, we're in
Advantage.
disguises. We're in disguises.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
He's still. He doesn't care. Not focused on why you're there at all.
Lunaria's like,
Wants you to
sister.
leave.
Please.
But you
Be
do
girlfriend.
notice that his face, it's a little he's got a really odd look in his eye. Like not sexual, don't look at me like that. It's not
Oh,
sexual.
boy.
No, but we got his attention
Oh,
though.
boy.
There's something
It's sexual.
off. I'll tell you, I'm gonna give you that.
Okay.
Which there's something off already, but he's got a look in his eye that makes you almost uncomfortable.
Is there anybody else in here?
I don't know, but you can roll perception and check.
That sounds good to me.
She sees me. She's like, "Who's that?"
Natty 20.
Natty 20, that shit.
There's nobody in there besides a
Okay,
priest.
right.
Got
I knew it.
But
I
you're
fucking
right.
knew
Hey,
it.
but-
Solid crit.
But you did
So over
notice
here, I saw
Gavin
the wall.
sneaking around towards the altar.
Okay. Cool.
You
so-
know I'm on this shit.
Gavin,
Yeah,
what
what-
did you want to do now?
Okay,
Did you
now
want-
that-
are you gonna look? At,
Well, I'm at the altar.
you are at the altar.
I see
now.
the symbol that he saw originally that I told him to touch.
So that's on the front of the altar.
Oh, that's not.
You
It's not on
walked
the back.
behind it.
Okay, it's not on the back. I didn't know if it was like mirror. Okay,
No,
so it's-
no. So I'm assuming you're behind the
I'm
altar.
definitely
right now.
behind it.
Did you? Was there something you?
I
wanted
want to
do?
like perception to see. I want to like feel, touch to see if there's like any kind of secret buttons
I
or
need to
anything.
stop smiling. Okay.
I need to see. I want to see if there's any kind of secret button or anything. I'm gonna press fucking everything. When in doubt, touch it.
Yeah, dude. Good rule to live by.
And that is a 17 to my.
Nice.
No, wait, a 18. I have +5 to perception.
Nice.
You're sitting there pressing on the floor on the back of the altar, and you feel a click inside the altar. And right behind you
I'm a little
on
scared.
the floor, you see a door open up, and you see a staircase sitting there. It's lit by candles. From what you can see, there's some kind of light. Now, the priest, he does turn around and notice now. And
But I'm still crouched behind the altar, right? So he just
so
sees
you
the thing
can't.
open.
He can't. He hears the door.
I mean, he would figure somebody
So
just
he
pressed
looks-
a button.
and he now he screams. I got. He says, "Hey, get the fuck out of there!" But he's just yelling at something. You can't be over there.
And I look at the priest and I'm like,
And
but I'm right here.
he starts walking back towards the altar at this
Did
point.
Gavin leave the window open?
Yeah, I left the window
The
open.
window-
Good, because I
open,
just
yeah.
saw it, and now I can
Yeah.
crawl in there now too.
You
I
could have
definitely
also
did that
walked
close.
through the front door.
No, I wanted to go
This
through the back
fucker?
because look, I went around like no wall.
Well, it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
on the
he-
back.
And I finally went around.
You did walk right again.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So now the priest is walking towards the altar towards you.
He just wants to be cool.
So I would like to perform a cantrip,
Okay.
which is prestidigitation.
Okay.
I get trust, right?
And It does a number of things.
It does a ton of
but
crazy shit.
Things that I would like to do is I would like to I'd like to create a image of that same symbol that's on it, and I would just like to light that, make it like form in the air and like a form of light or whatever, and just form right there.
Okay.
So
So you do that.
yes, pretty much. Yeah. There's no check for it or anything.
No, it's a cantrip.
Just trying to distract him.
It's a cantrip. You can.
I am trying to distract him, and I would like to perform that in front of his face.
Wait, so you're going to do it in front of his face?
Yeah.
It doesn't affect him very much.
What? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I tried.
And he's walking straight towards that staircase.
Alrighty then.
Oh man.
Well, I tried.
And he's not running. He's power walking.
Okay, so when I pressed the button, did I let go and then it triggered?
What do you mean?
Like it wasn't
as you were letting go?
Like do I get the feeling that if I press it again it might close?
Probably.
Okay. I want to press it and then dive inside.
Okay. So you need to roll. I guess that would definitely be athletics, right?
Or acrobatics.
Do you want to dive or flip or just?
I just want to straight up just run and jump.
Indiana Jones that shit.
Yeah, I don't want to dive. I want to athletics. Run and dive.
Yeah, so that would be athletics.
Okay.
Ooh,
24.
You click back on that button again, and as you click it in, that door starts to close. The priest is running up on you, and you dive into that shit, just like Indiana Jones.
All right.
Nice.
And
And
you are in the staircase now.
Hood's up. Okay.
Are there lights?
And you guys did see
he
that
said there were
happen.
candle lights.
It is lit by candle.
Yeah.
Huh. What does when it closes? What's the react? Or can I do a perception check on the reaction from the?
Well, he's already running towards the podium right now.
Did he say anything?
No. He yelled at them and then he ran that way. He just turned around and said, "Hey, basically, what the fuck," and started walking that direction.
I look over to my right hand side, and I see.
I'm just barely starting to crawl in.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I see that shut. So
and my feet going.
Yeah, I'm just.
Dude, I don't know what the hell to do about this priest, man. Part of me really just wants to kill him at this point.
Yeah, he's not helpful.
I've been trying to do that all day.
I don't know if
yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if this might help you out of character, but after I recover, I'm gonna draw an arrow and turn around right at the door and just ready an arrow to fire.
Okay.
So if this priest comes through after me, I'm gonna drop him.
But we're not gonna know that.
I'm not gonna know if it's him or you don't know that, but
you don't know that.
I'm fully prepared for this. Right, if something comes through the door right after me, I'm gonna drop it.
Okay. So the priest is running up to the altar to your. So he didn't see you, but he's assuming something has gone.
Something
down
went
there.
in there, yeah.
So he's going to go push this button, and what you can guess is he's gonna go after whoever ran down there.
Okay.
So he's fully distracted.
He's
not
yelling
stopping
at this point. He knows something went down there.
Yeah.
So as soon as I see something, I don't even know if it's him. As soon as I see a head peek over, I'm gonna lose my arrow. Just letting you know.
Yeah. Was there anything you guys wanted to try to do to stop him first, or?
Well, so what I want to do is I want to detect magic, and I want to detect it on the altar.
On the altar? Okay.
For duration, you sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of you. If you sense magic in this way, you can use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn its school of classes, if any. The spell can penetrate most barriers, but is blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal or thick sheet. So I'm just going to go ahead and in return, since the priest is also near the...
he's almost to the podium.
Yeah, he's almost to the podium. It's also going to see if there's any magic. So is there any magic within 30 feet of me that I can see?
you can't see any magic, but you can feel some magic in the area. You can see some kind of magic, I would assume, coming off of the priest himself, and you can feel another powerful magic around you.
Oh.
So it's gonna have like a red tint. The priest as well, and then you just feel the rest. But it's powerful magic, very powerful magic, and and once again. Once again, it almost makes you sick to your stomach.
Oh,
that's
evil.
It's you're very.
I'm so worried for Mogul.
Now,
so, hey, well, I know
I
that
got
you.
killed.
I know. I didn't see you jump down there, so I don't know for sure that you're down there or not.
Only Lunaria saw me go down there, right? Because she natty 20 that perception.
She saw you. You didn't see.
I didn't even.
But those two did.
That was like while you were walking around the building.
I didn't even see how he opened it.
No,
so I wanted to wait for him to go down there and then go follow in after that priest.
So the priest already ran. So at this point, you see the magic and feel the magic around as he's running. He goes and he dives behind that altar, smacks that button, and the door opens up.
I want to put an arrow into his shoulder. I just want to fucking non-lethal damage.
Does that put us in combat? Or no?
I would say so. Yeah. But I
wait for all.
It's a prepared action.
Well, just for him.
Just for me.
How does a prepared action work? Because I don't.
Basically, somebody gets to say they prepare. Like my prepared action was the first person that goes through that door, I shoot an arrow at. Had it been any of them, I would have shot an arrow at them.
Okay,
so if I would just roll an attack, like
you
a normal
can do
attack,
that.
and then after that, combat would initially immediately begin.
Yeah. So it's almost like a sneak attack.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you get advantage on that?
Would I get it?
You would get advantage on that, definitely.
Because he doesn't know.
He doesn't even know what went down there. He just heard the door open. He's running towards
it. A little dim down there, isn't it? Low light.
It's low light, but it's visible. It's visible enough. I'm just saying that because it's a little dark, but it's not going to impair you at all. Not yet.
I'm killing
you
it
haven't
now.
gone down there yet. No.
I got dark vision.
Now Gavin is down there.
Does a 23 hit?
It absolutely. Wow.
I rolled a 19 and a 14. Okay. So then for damage, it's 1d8 plus 2.
What?
So that was non-lethal. I said non-lethal.
Okay.
I rolled max. That's 10 non-lethal damage.
I
put an arrow in this guy's shoulder.
Rolls are real.
So
let me just lone wolf this whole
God.
fucking quest. Y'all just beers on me at the end, guys.
So he collapses to the floor, face down.
I put that right in his shoulder.
And he looks hurt.
I hope.
Very hurt. It hit him right in the shoulder perfectly.
All right. He's not getting back up?
He gets back up, but he's kind of stumbling back up. And he looks up and he stares at you. And you get a really sick feeling from looking at him. He looks...
Oh, dear.
He looks like something... He looks... Almost like he's changing color a little bit.
Whoa, God.
He looks like he's changing color a little bit. So
can I make a perception check for that?
What are you trying to see again?
To see if he's changing color.
yeah, totally.
Okay.
Or at least to see if I put an arrow in him.
yeah.
Something's going on.
Damn it.
You fucking love small locks, bro.
I know, seriously.
All about that
I got
juniper.
a 5. God damn it.
You just think maybe he's blushing or something.
Alright, cool. He's kind of cute. Yeah.
Okay, do I need to
So let me add this real quick because this may take away some possible confusion. So that now at this point, with this door wide open, you notice there's some kind of chanting
going on behind me,
behind you where you're not looking.
Yeah.
So I need to see if you're real quick. Just if you're firing an arrow and if you want to, you're firing an arrow and you hit him, he collapses to the ground. And he's looking at you, pretty hurt. But you hear this chanting in the background. So what are you guys doing? Because you can hear it too.
So
you're close enough to hear it. I'm not going to make you roll
for it. As soon as I see that he got shot with an arrow, I saw that aura, and so I immediately run over and ask, "Do you have any rope where we can tie this bastard up?"
Yeah, I do.
Let's do it.
All right.
All right.
So
Okay, so I'd
so-
like to while he's doing that, I'd like to make a small grapple check to see if I can like grab him by his collar.
Wait,
Okay.
whoa.
So real quick, you don't really have to grapple him because he's already on the ground. He's pretty.
He's already on the ground.
He's already on the ground.
I'm like
Okay,
down
great.
some stairs. I'm down some stairs, so he's like on the ground looking
Okay.
down at me.
So he's on. He's basically he fell onto the stairs. Like he didn't
Okay.
roll down or
It
anything,
didn't
but
shut.
he. Huh?
No. He opened it. He opened it back up to come after me. As soon as it opened, I put the arrow in his
wide open,
shoulder.
yeah.
Yeah, it's wide
It's
open.
wide open, so that's why I'm saying you guys can hear everything. I'm not going to make
Okay,
you
great.
roll for it because it's
Oh.
terrible.
Okay. Well,
that-
I would still like to grab him while he's on the ground and almost like I'm Dark Knight Batman. I just asked like, how do you conjure things? How do you do it?
So you see his
Uh,
form kind of starts changing a little bit.
Oh God.
And you actually see two horns pop out. Of the
Oh
top of
no.
his head.
Oh no.
tie that shit up. Tie that bitch
Yeah,
I got the
So-
rope out already.
Real quick, do you want to? You said you wanted to
Well,
grapple him,
yes.
and I guess you just tied him right up.
Well, okay.
So, but he does change while he's bound.
Okay, so
Okay.
So
as
let me
soon
just
as
clarify that.
That makes
before
sense.
that goes on, sorry.
No, go ahead.
As soon as I see him get tackled, I'm gonna turn around and continue because I think if there's a lot of people up there that can handle the one guy. I'm gonna keep going down to see what's going on with this chanting. So I'm heading downstairs while this continues.
Let me
upstairs.
find out where you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
are
yeah.
going now.
Yeah, so we've tied him up, right? And
You guys can see also if you can recognize what this thing is. I guess that would be. Would that be? If you want to see if you know what a monster is, do I need to tell you or?
That might be a nature.
That might be a
Arcana.
nature.
I
So-
figured it was Arcana.
It
because-
depends on if it's like a creature nature. If it's like a maybe a
wouldn't-
demon or devil or
it
some shit
wouldn't
like
be-
that or a ghost, it would be Arcana.
So it'd be Arcana check.
Yeah,
So
okay,
do
cool.
you want to see if you know what this is? Because this thing did change in front of you.
Yeah.
Maybe,
we
maybe
both pretty much
religion,
wrapped it
if
up,
it's
right?
a-
So we would
you
both
know,
be making
it
that
depends.
check.
We'll go Arcana.
Yeah.
See.
You finally got good?
I got
Ooh.
a 22, not natural.
16.
Oh, that Arcana.
I don't know.
18.
From what
So
you
you're strong suit.
what'd you get?
Yeah.
Nick?
11.
I look at this thing's
So-
face and I rolled an 18.
I can just see that it's changing. I don't know.
So
what
from
it
what
is.
both of you can tell, not you.
Yeah.
Cover your ears. So from what both of you can tell, this is an imp. Which an imp is a basically it's one of the bitch devils. It's one of the
Ooh, yeah.
lower formed devils.
Yep.
They are summoned. So I don't know why I told y'all that, but just so because you'll
Just so
see
you
it
can
once
drive
you look
Lunaria
it up.
Because I
crazy.
rolled a
You
I rolled a
know-
22.
You know quite a bit about imps, so I guess
They were summoned.
maybe I can tell you. Should I tell you a little bit about them so you know?
Lunaria is kind of a summoner expert.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I rolled a 22.
Yeah.
So, because of that, I'll tell you this so that you don't have to just go look it up in the book.
Mhm.
You know that imps are basically the lower food chain devils.
Yeah.
They can be conjured a couple of different ways. One way is by ritual. Another way is by knowing its true name and calling it. So you know a fair amount about imps.
Okay.
And so do you, Valmore. Same thing. You
Yeah.
know a fair amount. You don't know how they're summoned, but you do know that's an imp, and you've
I do
heard
know
of
what
them
it- yeah.
before.
Okay.
So the imp is bound.
I would like
So-
to continue yelling at him. Sorry.
No, you're cool.
I would like to continue yelling at him. Ask him. Since now I know. Oh, you're an imp.
Like he was something.
I would like to ask him.
He's struggling to get out of these ropes.
What's your name?
So
Yeah. I would like to ask him. Again, still hands on his collar. Ask him like, how were you conjured? How were you created?
hold on real quick. 1 second. Sorry, I need to see something real quick.
He's like, give me a
He
minute. I need
he speaks a language that I don't know. I need to see. Does anybody speak Infernal?
I don't think I do.
Oh, he speaks Infernal.
I speak primordial.
Yeah, I speak celestial.
Very helpful.
Dwarvish.
So he speaks a language that he speaks some kind of language that you don't know.
You don't understand nothing like that. Comprehend language.
And I know I told you guys, but you don't know what language it is.
Yeah.
What I want to do actually is, because you said that we can hear the chanting.
You can hear the chanting.
I want to do would it be a history check to see if it's...
No, because you haven't actually gone down there yet. You don't know.
But we can hear it.
There.
If you're trying to recognize it.
Yeah, I'm trying to recognize what the
Maybe
chant
religion?
is. Religion check?
That would be a religion check.
No. 9.
You hear some chanting.
Congratulations.
Okay,
do we all hear it, right?
You all hear it, yeah.
I want to stealth down to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
Okay. Natty 20.
So I guess you want to know what's in the room.
Once I get to the bottom of the stairs, I want to look in the room, see what I see.
You don't go in the room yet.
I'm just at the doorway.
So you're at the doorway.
Yeah.
So, you just see 5 men standing in a circle. There are candles lit all around this room.
Is this the door right here?
This is where you're coming in from. I didn't make stairs. That's just where you're coming in from.
Yeah, we'll just do like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just walk down to the bottom of the stairs. What do I see?
So you see some kind of designs on the floor, but your main focus is these cloaked figures. You also see Mogul's body standing He's bound right in the center of this semicircle.
Oh, is he actually awake? Is he conscious?
No, he is not.
He's still unconscious.
He's still unconscious, but it's been pretty close to 3 hours.
Yeah, he's about to regain.
He's about to. I'll say that ahead of time. He's about to wake up.
Okay.
It's coming close to time. He's knocked out in the middle of this circle. So you walk into this room and you see these cloaked figures. One of them you can see. Actually, I want to. I guess
one of those chips.
Since you just stealthed in and they don't see you yet. They're kind of focused on what they're doing. I actually want you to roll perception to see if you can see, I guess, any of their... I'm going to see if you can see any of the faces of the cloaked figures, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know if that's my call or not.
That is a 21.
Jesus Christ, what happened to your rolls?
I got all the bad ones out of the way early.
Yeah. So the candlelight is lighting up the far figure's face, and it looks like it's some kind of... It almost looks like it's pudding flesh. I don't know how to describe it. It's like... It's a shapeless... It's like shapeless flesh, almost. It doesn't...
Like a grindcore.
It doesn't... Shapeless flesh. It doesn't see you, though, still. So I want to know...
Do I recognize any of the other faces?
Well, you recognize Mogul's face.
Well, yeah, but any of the other people?
Well, that's 3 of them are basically facing away.
Yeah.
So
the other one?
We can actually say 2 of those figures have that same
look.
But they don't notice you yet. They're still focusing on what they're doing.
So I'm gonna use so we did 10 damage to him last time, right?
You did 10 damage to him. He's
pretty
hurt.
Henry did,
Gavin did
10 damage to him before, so he can't have that much life left. Honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and take my crossbow, and we're doing execution style.
Oh yeah.
To this imp. I don't.
Do you have to roll to hit? Because he's tied up. He's just shooting him point blank, right?
I think he would have to roll advantage.
Roll with advantage?
Yeah. I'm just holding him down.
2.
Oh my god.
12.
12 plus.
That's gonna be charisma.
No. It's plus your attack. It's your dexterity plus proficiency.
Plus 5. Yeah. So, 17.
You hit.
Nice.
You can go ahead and roll damage.
So 1d6.
Oh, 6 plus.
6 plus 5.
No, plus dexterity modifier.
Plus 5.
Oh, your dexterity modifier is 5?
Yeah, that's why I'm using my crossbow. So that is 11.
You fire a crossbow right into its forehead, and it's screaming in some language at you, and you just fire this crossbow and you just pin it to the floor. And it is no longer there.
Nice.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, buddy.
I'm gonna go ahead and take my movement now, and I'm actually gonna leave. And I go.
Are you leaving, or are you walking
No, I'm
downstairs?
going. I'm walking. I'm gonna walk downstairs, but like I walk up to the.
You actually need to roll a stealth check now.
Well, not yet. I'm gonna really quick.
Before he goes downstairs.
Okay.
Before I go downstairs, I turn around and I look at them and I go, "Let's go fuck some shit." So, and then I'm gonna do a stealth check and go down the stairs.
I agree.
Nat 20.
God damn, you fucking slide down those stairs. You also see what's in the room. Same description I gave earlier.
Do I need to make a stealth check as well?
Every single
Everyone's
one of
gonna
you
have
needs
to.
to make a stealth check.
How big are the stairs? Like, how many people can fit on the stairs?
So the stairway, I would say, is probably about 15 steps. So if you're from the top going down into a basement, you couldn't see from the top of those steps, right?
How wide?
But how wide is each step?
Just one person
So,
wide, or
It would be one person
Okay.
wide. They're not huge steps.
That's fine.
It's a small building. It's not too big.
I got a 13.
You so you sneak up behind them. You kind of kick the step a little bit and almost trip over yourself, but
Shit.
you catch yourself.
All
Get
right,
that cat
cool.
reflex.
And you
Reflexes.
are safe, and you also become aware of the scene in front of you.
Okay.
So
I
you,
wanted to
I mean, you could push by, but
I wanted to get like
we
over
can't
here.
effectively combat next to each other.
no, absolutely
Right.
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're gonna have to. Bump
No, I
this
can.
bitch,
I'm gonna
this
sneak.
bitch.
I'm gonna sneak into the room as soon as I
Yeah,
can.
then you guys
I'm
will
not-
go.
Okay.
I
Did you roll?
I'm
gonna
just,
make
I'm
you
just,
roll
I'm
anyway.
just squeezing on by
Are you gonna squeeze through with us?
trying to get next to.
You
Lenore.
can
Well, that's
squeeze
good.
through
If I
and
can.
you can push through,
Yeah.
but
Get up here next to me or
Right.
something.
I got to roll for it.
you gotta roll for it though.
Hey.
What am I rolling? 13?
Stealth.
Oh, stealth. 17. Hold on.
You got it.
You rolled a 17.
Stealth. No, 16.
Oh, that's still.
You got it anyway. You sneak down behind them.
Yeah.
And the scene unfolds in front of you two. No,
What?
Can I tell? What are they doing? What are the hooded figures doing?
well, they're performing a ritual around your what is it, dwarf? Your
Okay.
dwarven friend.
Okay, so I'm going to. Can
They
I?
haven't seen you yet, though. You can see the candlelight
Right.
that's on their face.
I wanna-
Henry-
I want to move in and come over here. Can I do that? Make a stealth check over here.
Yeah, one more stealth check.
Okay.
Come on, man.
The room's not too big, but it's also only lit by candlelight, so you might be able to do it.
Shit, that's an 11.
You trip and fall.
I trip and fall.
You tripped
with an
and
11?
fell, but it wasn't a bad fall. Like, you didn't, like, eat shit and, like, hurt yourself or anything. You kind of just tripped over your own leg.
Well, something I would like to do before we is see what kind of magical ritual they are doing.
We already rolled it. We're already rolling.
Okay.
initiative.
What are you,
Well,
well, I was gonna say, were you
that's
gonna
fine.
do detect magic or something? What were you gonna do?
I was gonna roll an Arcana check.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of up to you. Would you rather me do it after initiative and I use my action, or I can do it beforehand? I don't know.
I'd rather go after since
Okay.
I already told you guys to roll
Yep.
initiative.
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
I'd rather do it after.
Initiative it
Um,
is.
10, 13.
I'm at 18.
17.
16.
And I'm assuming everybody wants to go into combat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
don't.
fuck yeah.
I do. I'm saving Mogul. I'm not having.
Oh, is
another
he?
fucker die
You're
on my
awake
watch.
now, aren't you?
Am I?
Is he-
And
Must
real
be.
quick, I
think I
want
am.
to say this right now. So, Alex, once you have seen their faces at this point now, since they've looked up, and we're just gonna assume, since you knew what an imp was, that you also know. I'm not gonna give you the circle thing yet, but I will tell you that you know what a lemur is.
Oh, okay.
And a
I don't
lemur
know.
a lemur is another lesser devil.
Okay.
Interesting.
Warlock, so crazy.
I can tell all 5 of them are lemurs or lemurs.
Lemurs or whatever.
So since they all looked up at this point, I guess you would assume that.
All
You
of
can
them
see.
are, okay.
So 2 of their faces were showing. Now they all turn around
Uh-huh.
and they all looked at Gavin,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
spot
that's
him.
true. They're
And
all
you
looking
can
at me.
see
Yeah.
all 5 of them
Okay.
are lemurs.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right.
And
Wow.
Well, go ahead and start
Seriously?
naming off your rolls so that I can. Let's start with.
Point at us and we'll
Who's,
tell them.
well, hold on. Everyone say theirs real quick.
6.
8.
11.
11. Okay.
A lot different
We
from
all
the
got
last
bad
time we
rolls.
rolled.
Yeah.
You all
We were
got
all like-
terrible
I think it
rolls.
was 11.
So we're gonna start off by the first Lemur is going to attack. I think it's Lemur. That's
Yeah.
what Henry was saying. We're gonna go with that. It sounds a little fancier.
I'm probably
So-
wrong, but it sounds fancy.
It sounds fancier. Lemur just sounds like a cat. Cat.
And attacked by a bunch of
Damn.
fucking...
I'm gonna sound stupid if that's
See how
not
it is.
true.
We're all gonna sound stupid. It's okay.
Alright. So, Lemuel,
Especially Eli.
number 1, is he is going to attempt to run over and melee attack Gavin.
Ooh. Which one is it?
And we're gonna go here. And so 19.
That hits.
It's alright.
Crap. I'm dead.
Dude, you're hella wrecked right now, dude.
Oh no, the D4, bro.
He swings at you and almost slaps your titty a little bit with his
Oh, my
Jesus.
devil-like flesh
Yeah.
and does 2 whole damage.
Oh crap! Oh well.
Is that the second time you've been like, who got underboobed?
That was Mogul.
Oh yeah.
And he
By
got
a
kissed
He did get kissed.
and knocked down by a
Little
priest.
And who knows what else?
And flexed on.
And flexed on.
And cut it
That's
out.
embarrassing.
Oh, man. That's why I was peeing.
Now you
Lemur.
make excuses.
You know?
So Lemur 2, he starts walking over to you, but their movement's pretty slow. So he doesn't get too close to you. He's maybe a few feet away from you now. So Lemur 3 is he's actually starting to make his way over to you as well.
5, 10, 15. Or no, 15. There you go.
Yeah.
And now it is Henry's turn, Gavin's turn.
All right. I'm going to, I guess, drop my bow at my feet and draw my short swords. And
Yeah.
I'm going to make a melee strike at the what is it? Year 1, the one right in front
on
of
the
me.
left, the one that beat your ass.
I guess technically, yeah. And yeah, so melee attack. 20, non-natural 20. Non-natural. And
Yeah,
that
that is
is
good.
6 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to swing with my other blade
Yeah.
at a 9.
9 total?
9 total, yeah. To
Alright.
hit, no, to hit. 9 to hit with the second blade. Does that hit his AC?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
9 does?
Yeah.
Oh shit, okay.
Good shit on.
Yeah, just tell me your damage as a whole.
So 7 then. Or,
So,
wait.
6 plus whatever, right?
6 plus 4, 10 damage.
10 total?
Yeah.
All right. So you swing your short sword and again you swing with the other hand and both make perfect contact and you slice his skin open and blood just starts spewing everywhere. But he is still standing.
Kind of gross.
They move pretty slow already. He's moving a little bit slower now. You can just tell. You can tell he's fucking hurt.
Alright.
And so next on the list is Eli. So since you are still unconscious, I guess you are pretty much just stuck there for now. I
Stuck
guess
where I'm
that's
at.
how that would work, right?
Yep.
We're coming. We'll save
But
you.
your friends are there to hopefully save you.
Friends.
But I guess they're not really your
Quotation.
friends. They're just
Quotation
they
friends.
kind of just felt bad.
Yeah.
So
We pity you.
you pity you, yeah.
I'm gonna pee on
You
you guys
pity
when I
you.
wake up.
So
No, it's my only weapon.
so Juniper, you're next.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop right over there. So I'm gonna move over to the, I guess the left-hand side?
Yeah.
Depending on which way you're facing.
Oh, we see, because we got a motherfucking map.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and take out my crossbow.
Oh, yeah, you
and
are.
I'm gonna go for lemur. Which one is it? Is this 4?
That's going to be 4.
Cool. I'm gonna go for lemur 4.
Beautiful.
Delicious.
E plus 3.
You most definitely hit.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I shouldn't be cheering you guys on.
I mean, you don't have to.
Kind of, I don't know. I'm so conflicted as the DM because
We appreciate it.
So 1d6
I just don't
plus 5. So I got 3,
Damn.
8.
Nice.
yeah, 8 damage.
Boom.
You fire your crossbow right into this blob of flesh's chest, and you said it did. You said you did 8 damage,
Yes.
and it pins just straight through it perfectly. Again, it staggers. That one, it almost didn't even know it was happening. You just came up right behind it, and it's pretty hurt.
Dope.
So next up, we have Valmore.
Save me. Nah, I'm good.
So-
Save me.
Oh, yeah. All right. I was gonna go over there in the
Yeah,
corner
yeah.
also too, but you know what?
Wow, you're
You're
I'm
not.
most
You're not
likely-
really a melee fighter, are you? I mean,
No, I am. I'm half and half.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm very versatile. So yeah, I was gonna go over there and just throw whip.
versatile.
versatile.
I'm very
Sexy.
versatile.
Nice.
So I'm gonna top or bottom here. Okay, so I'm gonna go here. So 5, 10, 15, and I'm gonna shillelagh and bonk him right on the head.
You're gonna do what?
Shillelagh.
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 Sounds like a sexy dance.
Sexy Irish
it
dance.
is a sexy dance.
Classic shillelagh.
Okay.
All right.
Shillelagh.
Does 12 hit?
It absolutely does. Kaboom, bitch.
These things suck.
I don't think Gavin thinks they suck right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, actually, it's
one
not as
scratched
bad
me.
now.
Yeah, he
One
scratched.
slapped the shit out of you a little bit.
13.
Dang.
Jesus. You go and you swing your shillelagh, or no, it's not called a
So
shillelagh.
what it is, like, you swing the club,
You
and then
s-
it does magical damage.
Okay, that's what it was. I was reading this the other day. So you
Stealthy.
swing down with this magic club of yours, and this blob of flesh just absolutely fucking explodes all over the place.
Oh,
Gavin's
over me.
covered in blood. Valmore's covered in blood.
Blood brothers.
And it's just leaking all over the place.
Don't worry. My
The
fur
first
is fine.
Lemiar is
Hot
dead.
week in
Nice.
action.
Dead.
Nice.
And
Get 'em off the board.
Unaria is next.
Hooray. I never thought it would be
Woo.
my turn.
Cat girl.
Well, I am going to use a quick firebolt
Yeah.
to the very first one in front of me. I will move 10 feet. 10 feet. I'll move 10 feet forward, just to the entrance of this room. And I will use a firebolt where I can hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 fire damage. So,
Okay.
let's see if I hit up. That is an 11. Plus 4 is 15 total.
That hits the shit out of it. Go ahead and roll your damage, bro.
I will. 1d10.
And you're attacking. I'm sorry. Which Lemia? Okay.
Very first one.
Oh, okay.
Very one directly in front of me. That is a 4. Not as much as
All right.
I was hoping. But that's
So
fine.
that is Lemure 3.
Is that a cantrip?
It sure is.
And so you launch a firebolt right at this blob, and it lights this thing up. Its robes catch on fire a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit, but it's still standing. And so the next attack is going to be from number 4, the one way back in that corner, and it is actually going to go after Valmore this time, but it can't because it is a slow piece of shit. So he's just gonna slowly make his way towards that corner where Valmore and Gavin both are. And
Wonderful.
Lemure number 5 is still standing there staring at the wall like an idiot. And he's also going to try and make his way actually towards Unaria this time.
Dear goodness. He
So-
saw the fire.
And so next we have Lemure number 2. And he's pretty close to the action now. He sees Gavin there drawn with his 2 swords, and he's going to go and try and slap the shit out of him.
Jesus.
These devils just love to slap things.
That's what they've been
Slap
doing.
babies.
It's hot.
13.
And that misses. Ooh.
He slaps, and he's almost flapping like a fucking dolphin. Like he's just it's
Flapping
just
like a dolphin.
it is
Awesome.
sad. You feel sad for it almost. Misses absolutely miserably. So Lemure number 3 is actually going to make his way towards Unaria as well.
Darn it.
And can he hit from there?
He can.
He sure
I
can.
guess he can hit
Yeah,
from
he
there.
can.
I'm always in the action,
That's
even
all
though I
right.
don't want to be.
And that is a 7.
That does not hit.
Hey,
Heck yeah.
And he does the same thing. He slowly makes his way towards you. Finally gets over to you, and you just see this blob of flesh reach out and try to swing at you, but it's pretty pathetic, and it's just swinging at the air. And
Too fast, too
misses.
quick. That's right.
Ooh, cats
I'm
are
a cat.
quick.
That's right.
That's very true.
And Gavin, you are next.
All right, so the one that's right in front of me, I'm gonna swing at him with my pointy sticks. All right, here we go.
Keep pointing
Right.
sticks.
That was a natural 20.
Boom!
Oh.
You hit the shit out of him.
Goddamn.
Yeah, yeah.
That is 12 damage on the first hit. I'm gonna swing. If he's still standing, I'm gonna swing again.
He is still standing.
And that is that's a 8 to hit.
You hit.
All right.
So you're weak.
That's 5 damage on the second hit.
All right. You swing down with your first sword right into his shoulder, and it's a deep cut. You just slice almost into this thing's chest. You come around with the other arm, and you just decapitate this blob, and
Get
it
shit on.
is gone. Blood, more blood, just spewing all over the place.
I love it. I got hit a little bit
Tasty.
this time.
You got a little in your mouth, and you're a little
All right,
confused.
I'm so far away.
Behind the wall.
Just a little bit.
And
You're going for it.
Mogul, I'm sorry, but you are still down for the
unconscious.
count. You are just sitting there.
Any good dreams?
Oh, nothing. You are miserable.
Oh.
And next is Juniper.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay, I'm gonna move right here.
Okay. You going behind it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, not yeah. I'm gonna
Off to
So-
like the side of it.
yeah. So actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my crossbow again, and this is what 5.
That one
4.
is 5. You're right.
5.
Shit.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my crossbow on 5.
Okay.
My savior.
Here it is. All right, come on. 11 plus 3.
You hit.
Nice.
Oh shiz.
Oh.
Kill it, man.
Die, butthole.
2 plus 5, 7.
Nice.
Kaboom. And you said you attacked Lemire 5, right?
Yeah,
Seven.
right there.
Yep, the one
Once
right in front
again,
of me.
you fire your crossbow. This thing is coming after your friend, and you fire your crossbow right into its leg, and it collapses, but it gets right back up, It is a little injured, but
Jesus.
he's still going. Or I shouldn't say he. I shouldn't assume its gender. I should say it is still going.
Fuck up.
So Valmore, you're next. You just fucking wrecked one of these things.
Yeah.
Your shillelagh sexy dance.
Yup. And so I'm gonna go right here and shillelagh again.
Okay.
That's hot.
That is wet.
It's hot and wet.
Hot, wet.
That's impressive.
I'm getting good scores.
Sounds actually steamy.
Uncomfortably humid.
Moist. Moist.
19.
You absolutely hit.
Alright. And I'm gonna go like in between his legs and go like upwards.
Okay.
Trying to cripple him.
Wow.
Yeah. If that's
And
30.
you're going for 5 as well, right? The
Yes.
one attacking Yunaria?
Yes.
Okay.
Indeed.
Oh crap. 13.
All right. So you slide under him, you swing your club right up. It's got this magical shillelagh sexy dance power. You smack it right in its dick and balls, and it
man.
once
Explode.
again it just fucking blows up.
What?
It explodes.
Um,
Once again, now this room at this point is covered in blood. The candles lit around the sigil at this point are almost put out by all this blood.
At this point, Valmore's getting like a big head. Like he's starting to question like his destiny, and if he's like the main person in this.
He's the
He
hero.
keeps like knocking these out with this move that an elder taught him. And it's like,
Shillelagh is a badass spell. I was looking that up the other day. So, Yunaria, you're next.
Right.
And it seems like these things are dropping like flies right around you.
Sure are. One blew up in my face just now.
Oh man, definitely got some of that.
Oh, yes.
That's what Yunaria said.
I'm gonna have to clean my fur. God damn it. Alright. I am going to attack Lemure 4 closest to
Thank you for not.
Juniper. And I will go ahead and use Firebolt again.
You're really jerking
I'm
that die off.
confident. Like, yeah.
Was it worth it?
It's always worth it.
That's true.
No. Well, maybe. I got an 8.
You hit.
Oh.
What are these things?
Yeah, I hit
Oh,
with an 8
Jesus.
earlier, yeah.
Oh, okay.
These things
I
are
knew
easy.
that.
They're wearing robes.
That's true.
And
They're
they're
wearing
blobs.
robes and they're blobs
That's
of
so
flesh.
true.
They move 15 feet.
I got a 7.
Kaboom at number 4. So you casted fire. I'm sorry. You
Firebolt.
casted okay, I
Yes.
was second guessing myself a little bit.
Yeah.
So you cast a firebolt at Lemure number 4, and it just engulfs in flame, and it starts trying to run around a little bit, but because it can't move very fast, it just ignites and burns to a crisp,
Oh,
and
yeah.
that one is gone.
Wrecked.
Wrecked as fuck. So Lemure
Literally
number
burnt.
3 is just has an emotionless look on its face that doesn't exist, but you can tell. And he's going to try. He's going to start moving. He's going to start moving towards Juniper, and he's once again going to desperately try to dolphin swing at him.
Dolphin swinging.
15.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. So he walks up and he just once again just slaps you pathetically for 2 damage.
Jesus. That's just sad.
It's pretty sad.
That's like a small child.
Kill a wizard.
And Gavin, you're next.
Alright, I'm going to pick up my bow, sling it around my shoulder, and then I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20.
You're walking through pools of blood at this point.
Ah, it's okay. It feels good. I'm in between my toes, and I'm gonna swing at the blob in front of me. That's a 20, non-natural 20.
God damn it.
Absolutely.
That is 7 damage.
He you fire your crossbow bolt.
No, I'm swinging with it.
Oh, I thought you pulled. You were
flung my
just
bow
using
around.
that for dramatic effect.
Well, I didn't want to leave it in the corner either.
Oh, my bad. Okay. So are you gonna? Okay, so
swung with my
you
sword.
swing with the first sword and you slice into its torso, and you slice about halfway into it, and he's still standing, but barely. You see him slump over pathetically.
I'm gonna stab with my other short sword. Stab forward. That is a 11.
That hits.
Stab on me. Stab. Oh, 5 damage.
Then you come around with your other arm and with your other sword, and you just stab him right in the stomach, and just a pool of blood, or I should say like a fire hose. It just just starts. It almost starts spinning around like those shitty old garden sprinklers all over this room, and the Lemirs are all dead.
Yeah.
Ragu. Boy, wasn't that gross. Well, if you want some more of that grossness, go ahead and follow us on iTunes, YouTube, or whichever way you listen to your podcast at Dungeon Junkies, and give us that 5-star review on iTunes. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at Dungeon Junkie. See you on the next episode.